He got missing. He disappeared for straight 11 months. When he was recaptured, guess what? He said he's been living inside the Borno State Governor's Lodge, Abuja. And he's been driving around Abuja for all this while. I didn't say that. There is a court document that referenced this I just told you. And who was the governor of Borno State at the time? Your current vice president, shitty man. So the man is not making things up. They all know what they have done. They all know what they are doing. They all kind of, you know what I mean? It is such like a cult. And that is the reason why what you are witnessing in Nigeria today is happening. Because if the government is not involved, if those in government are not involved, there is no way this terrorism would have become so big like what you have right now and so established that there is no any real major arrest and trial of all these murderous terrorists. None. The guy who is the Minister of State for Defense, Matawale, Bello Matawale, has been publicly, not only that he's been indicted of being involved in banditry, okay? Because the bandits in Zamfara, those ones who are mining gold, turning villages to mining sites, displacing people after they have killed those they will kill. They all ended up, most of them ended up working for him, the state governor. This was the guy who spent over 800 million naira just to placate this terrorist, Bello Turuji. True story. Bello Turuji walked straight into the government house in Zamfara for a peace meeting. He bragged openly where they had all these service chiefs, so all these, what's it they call them? All these, your regional military guys, I don't know what you call them right now. They were all seated, police chiefs, they were all seated in the same government house, commissioners, government officials, governor. The guy grabbed the microphone and said, he came here voluntarily simply because he knows that there is nothing anybody can do to him. Because if they try anything with him, he will leave this place, unhurt. But will burn down this government house. He said it openly. They all clapped for him when he said, but he is here today for peace. 870-something million naira was what that visit, that relationship, peace deal cost Zamfara State. The guy is the Minister of State of Defense right now, sitting in the room where they are discussing security intel on how to destroy the terrorists. And you actually believe that is, So the old man is not really lying, all right? But Nigeria is a place where you are not expected to speak like that on TV. Do you see how uncomfortable the hosts, do you see how uncomfortable they became? Yeah, that's Nigeria, because they know that that statement could put them in trouble with those in government. But that is not a new statement. It's not actually like a new revelation or anything, you know? So talking about the 2027, so it has been reported right now that the governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf, is likely going to go and join APC soon. Something that triggered an emergency Kwankwaso or Kwankwasia meeting called by Kwankwaso himself. He said Tinubu has been pressuring governors. Not only that he's giving them money, he's actually threatening them to come and join him before 2027, or they will lose their election in their states. They should go and try anything they want to try. If you are not in the APC in 2027, you will lose your election, you will lose your return and all of that stuff. How is that a democracy? Now, Kwankwaso is feeling betrayed. Kwankwansias, they are feeling betrayed. Their party is ANPP, those red cap guys from Kano. So their leader, Kwankwaso, who also want to be president, all right, is now sending what is like a political fatwa to those who have betrayed him and those who are still planning to do same, right? But first, in Hausa, message for Kolu, that you can collect all these governors, you can threaten them to join you. In 2027, you won't be able to rig. right? And he said he's also looking for his own a new political party, and he's going to join their coalition. 2026 is going to be interesting. You shouldn't miss any, right? So for a moment, before we join Kwankwaso, right, could you please take a moment, if you haven't really liked the broadcast, the video, just 1 second, right? Like it, and then let's continue. I'll remind you again.
yanzu gwamnoni a can da shida kusan 30 gwamnatin APC ta kwace yanzu suna can ragowar ma suna ta sa tension da pressure cewar kowa sai ya koma don kowa ya koma gurinsu ina za ka yi abin talaka shi kenan sai a zo a ce kafin ma a yi zaɓen an yi tafi kowa ya ci zaɓe wanda aka tada a kusa wasu su san siyasa wasu gani suke yi yawan gwamnoni yawan ministoci tsofaffi da sabin da sauran manyan mutane big names shi ne cin zaɓe wanda ba haka ne cin zaɓe shi ne ka kwantar da hankalin talaka mai zaɓe maza da mata matasa su yadda in ka samu sun samu wannan shi ne cin zaɓe in za a buga saurari a haka wani ba da tori ke yi za a iya kwace zaɓe ina so gaya muku ko in ce sake gaya muku zaɓen 20 sabu ko ba zaɓe ne tsakanin.
So that's Kwankwaso telling Tinubu that even with all the governors, put all of them on your side, defeat awaits you in 2027. Kwankwaso was pretty much rumored after meeting with Tinubu a few times. He was being rumored to be planning to join their APC. I don't know what changed, but he's currently saying that he is willing and ready to be vice president in the coalition of ADC, right? But they are talking now to the ADC, and they are he is likely going to now take their ANPP to coalition. It is also in Hausa.
Wani ma cewa ake yi haɗin baki ne zaɓin option 1, option 2, option A, option K da sauransu. Ai muka kawo wannan options ɗin saboda mun ga ya dace da wannan lokaci, wancan lokaci. Amma yanzu wannan lokaci harka muke ta ƙasa, harka muke ta jihar Kano. Dole sai mun tsaya mun tara ƙarfin mu guri ɗaya wanda yake za mu daɗa samun nasarori a zaɓuɓɓuka masu kyau. Ko mun gaya mutane, ok za mu tafi da ku. Menene kuka karɓo mana? Sai a ce za a bani wasu 'yan mukamai. Za a bani 'yan mukamai? Ok guda nawa? Kuma wanne ne daidai ni? Wanda zan karɓa a cikin 'yan mukamai. Wanne ne daidai national chairman? Tunda national chairman ba da shi da esco dinsa da sauran shugabanni ba kallon ruwa suka zo ba, su ma mutane ne da iyalansu da darajarsu. Duk wannan bayanai babu wani mai ansa, amma abin da nake gaya musu shi ne mu a lissafin can na ƙasa muna sa rai mu samu jama'iyya wacce za mu haɗu da wasu ko NNPP ce amma abin da muke so na fari shine wanda za su yarda ni Rabi'u Kwankwaso in hau kai ko ina lamba 1 ko ina lamba 2.
Kwankwaso. So he assured them that if the governor wants to leave, he should go and join Tinubu. That in 2019, they had no councillor, they had no chairman, they had no assembly, they had no national assembly, they had no governor, no nothing. And yet, they were able to come from that obscurity to relevance enough to actually control a state. And yeah, have all this that they never had. Meanwhile, right, when Peter Obi joined or declared for the same coalition a few days back on the 31st of the close of 2025, there were other people there, and there were things they said. People like, Abaribe and quite others. The former governor of Imo State, but I don't know if they actually recognize him as the former governor. Yeah, the guy the Supreme Court removed for Oplesus Otigba, right? The former deputy governor, Austin of Park. Is that his name? No? Don't worry. Watch this. In this their coalition too.
I am fully in ADC. Following my brother and our leader, Mr. Peter Obi, I wish all of us well, and I know that we are going to get there. When I was giving my last interview, and they were asking me, how do you think it will happen? I told them, Mboru. Every woman knows what Mboru means. Now it's Mboru. The time has come. The whole of us are going into ADC, and we shall remove the cancer that has held Nigeria down since 2015. We will remove that party that promised change, but not change. That party brought death and destruction to Nigeria. Yes. And so I wish everyone well, and want to pledge my loyalty to our chairman, Mr. David Mann, and my party. My party. Yes, sir. Which party is my party?
Mr. Chairman of the occasion, Ochen Simon Okeke, who by the grace of God will be 90 in a few days' time. My boss, our boss, the man that has taught me so much, the good and the bad. Distinguished Senator Davis A.B. Mark, National Chairman of the African Democratic Congress. Distinguished leaders, our leader, Ogute Peter Obi. Distinguished leaders gathered here, particularly of the Southeast region, and our dear friends, leaders of the Southeast, ladies and gentlemen. It is with a sense of humility and conscious of the fact that history is being made today that I accept the rare honor to do the needful. The needful is that several Nigerians, and indeed, most importantly, of the Southeast extraction, have been waiting for this moment to come. Am I speaking what you know? Your Excellency, Senator David Mark, you have heard Ogude. He has made the formal announcement. My job is to propose, realizing the fact that by His grace and by virtue of my responsibilities in the past, I was part of nurturing our democracy till these days. Worked very hard to stabilize multi-party democracy in our country. Very well aware that there is no democracy without opposition. In our time in the federal government, we ensured that opposition had their voice. Consequently, I do move, I do propose that all of us, representing the vast majority of the Southeast political players in our country, men, women, youth, and indeed the special citizens, do propose and move that we all join the African Democratic Congress as a party that we shall use for the Southeast to get back to the federal government of Nigeria. Realizing that since
ADC, so the Southeasterners, so this, they are selling you that already, okay? That with Peter Obi on board, that means the Eastern Nigeria is on board the coalition. I have my friends that will say, Maiyegun, you're just like wasting your time. We're not interested in their charade. Of course I know. I know those who are not interested. I'm just saying. Right? But talking about interest or no interest, this is what would now take us back again to Wirewike in Awada, right? Where it seemed to have answered some of the speculations of people, right? Like all this gra-gra. So far, Fubara is kind of like, all right, okay with Tinubu. So at the end of the day, Tinubu is just going to call him. Now, Wirewike is sending a message to people like that to say, oh, those of you who are saying Tinubu will call me. First, they don't want to make the same mistake again, he said.
Work. Like the risk we took at the national level worked. The one we took at the state level didn't work. But the national level owned by Mr. President, it worked. That's why Mr. President is somebody you should appreciate. Because he appreciates people who have done good things for him. The mere fact, as a Rivers man, as a South person, in spite of all the troubles, he decided that his son should be the Minister of FCT. It has never happened in the history of this country.
His name is Wike. Your name is Wike. You are the performing minister. Your name is Wike.
So,
damn it, I didn't hear that part. Is that not like a popular Christian song? Your name is something, your name is, you are the something. Oh man, I can't remember the song. I want to change this with you. Your name is Wike. Your name is Wike. You are the performing minister. Your name is Wike. Your name is Ya. Hi. Wike. That's why he's like, man, okay? He wouldn't make that a mistake again. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't take that risk again. Now, if Tinubu called him, right, let's say if Tinubu should call him, what is he going to do? But his answer, before we proceed, let's have more for you.
let me tell you how the state is concerned. We will not let the mistake we made in 2023.
Thank you, sir.
I want to tell you now, don't ask me. Are we going there? We are not going there. Are you hearing me? we are not going there. And I hear people are boasting that they will call me and give me instructions. Let me tell you. Now, that is like instruction. As far as the state is concerned. Nobody will call me. Because, like our brother was saying, you had a first agreement, somebody reneged. The second agreement, you reneged. Who can